If you saw weather like this, you'd run inside. Thunder, lightning, pouring rain. You'd lock every door and window. You'd grab a blanket and hide on the couch. That's the sensible thing to do. That's what evolution intended. Humans spent thousands of years building shelters, so we don't have to deal with nature's tantrums. But the woman in our story? She didn't get the memo. She's small, she looks delicate, and she drove straight into the storm with her loyal dog, Ange, right to a mountain reservoir in the middle of nowhere. The rain is intense. You can almost smell it through the screen. Wet earth, crushed leaves, cold mountain air. The sky is low and gray. The mountains fade into the rain. Everything looks dark and cold. This isn't a survival show. She's not lost. This is a planned escape, a deliberate act of rebellion. The modern world is fast, relentless, full of notifications and deadlines. She chose to leave it all behind. And today, we watch her build a safe haven right in the middle of a storm. Trust me, when she finishes that tent, changes into dry clothes, and eats hot stew, your stress will melt away, right along with the rain. Storm camping sounds romantic, in theory. In reality, it's pure chaos. Nature doesn't care about your plans. She put Ange in the car first. Safe, dry, warm. The dog watched from the window. Those big, worried eyes, like, "What are you doing, human?" Then she took a deep breath. She pulled her raincoat tight, and she stepped into the downpour. She brought a military-grade tent, the heavy kind, the kind that laughs at wind and rain. But there's a catch. It's insanely heavy and complicated. This isn't a pop-up tent. No, this is a beast. She pulled out the metal poles. Cold, heavy, covered in mud. She assembled them on the wet ground. Rain hammered on her jacket. It dripped from her hood. She kept wiping her eyes with a wet sleeve. It didn't help. The hardest part? Securing the poles to the base. This isn't about skill. This is about raw power. The wet fabric is heavier than usual. It's stretched tight. She has to fight against it. The further she pulls the pole, the harder it gets. It's physics. It's pain. You can feel her struggle. Her grip is tight. Her jaw is clenched. She leans with her whole body weight. This isn't camping anymore. It's a fight. A wrestling match with metal and rain. She stops to breathe. She looks at the camera. A tired, bitter smile. Her face says, "I don't know if I can do this." But she keeps going. There's no other choice. Without this shelter, she and Ange have nowhere to go. So she pushes through. Finally, after what feels like forever, the tent stands tall. A fortress on muddy ground, silent, steady, ready. And here's the best part. She doesn't close it up tight. She installs a clear TPU window on the front. Genius move. This turns the tent into a panoramic cinema, a giant screen facing the wild. Outside, rain pours, trees sway, waves lap at the shore. Inside, she's in control. Dry, safe, quiet. First thing she does? She runs to the car and grabs Ange. She hugs the dog tight. You can almost hear the dog's thoughts. "Mom, why did you leave me? It was scary. Dark, cold. I thought I'd be alone forever." Ange wiggles into the tent. She shakes off the water. She looks around. Dry ground. Warm space. She looks at her dripping owner. And maybe, just maybe, she understands. This is why people storm camp. That feeling of being protected while chaos rages outside. It's addictive. That's the contrast. That's the magic. When you're safe and the storm is roaring, the safety feels stronger, more real. Better than any luxury hotel. She ignores her wet hair. She inflates Ange's little bed. She puts a fuzzy blanket on top. Ange hops on. She curls up. She watches the rain through the clear window. So calm, so cozy. A little philosopher dog contemplating the storm. Isn't she the cutest? For the woman, watching her dog relax is healing. All the struggle melts away. Now, after that extreme workout, she needs fuel. Something hot, something hearty. In cold, wet weather, nothing beats a bubbling stew. She changes into dry, comfy clothes. She sets up a small table in the tent. She lights the stove. A blue flame flickers. The pot is full of rich broth, vegetables, thinly sliced meat, spicy red paste. She drops them in one by one. The smell fills the tent, steaming, warm, inviting. The camera lens gets foggy. It's beautiful. In Korean camping culture, there's a rule. Rainy nights call for Makgeolli, rice wine. She pours it into a traditional brass bowl. The sound is so satisfying. She takes a sip. Cool, slightly sweet, slightly tangy. Then she grabs a piece of meat. Hot, spicy, tender. She eats it in one bite. The warmth spreads through her body. The cold is gone. The rain is forgotten. And now, listen. The rain seems louder. It pounds on the tent. Boom, boom, boom. But it's not scary anymore. It's a lullaby. The worse the weather gets, the cozier she feels. This small space is her kingdom. No stress, no work, just food and warmth. If one meal can't fix it, have another, and another, and another. This isn't just dinner. It's a ritual, a celebration of surviving the storm. Time passes. The light fades. The rain starts to slow, like nature has finished crying. The mountains are covered in mist. The lake is calm. A few birds fly by. She lights a vintage camping lamp. Warm yellow light glows in the dusk. Her tent is like a lighthouse, alone, but so cozy. The air gets cooler, but inside, it's comfortable. She just ate dinner, but in camping, you can eat anytime. Normal meals don't apply. Late night snack time. Korean black bean noodles. Jjajangmyeon. She cooks the noodles. She adds the thick, black sauce. And then she adds a mountain of red chili flakes. She loves spice. She mixes it all together. The sound of the sauce coating the noodles? Incredible. Thick, gooey, satisfying. It's pure ASMR. Even if you're full, you'll want a bite. She takes a huge mouthful. Then she grabs a yellow pickled radish. Crunch. The sweet, sour, salty combo is perfect. Rainy night, hot noodles, cold pickles. This is living. After the meal, she lounges in her camping chair, full, warm, happy. She takes out her tablet. She watches a show she's been meaning to see. Ange is already sleeping. Soft snores. A tiny twitching paw, dreaming of chasing something. This night is hers. No alarms, no emails, no traffic. Just the sound of leftover raindrops, the occasional cricket. She sleeps deeper here than she ever does at home. Good night, brave girl. Morning comes, no phone alarm, just birds, beautiful chirping birds. She unzips the tent. The world is brand new, rinsed and polished. The reservoir is stunning. Fog rolls over the water. The mountains wear white ribbons of mist. It's like a painting, a breathing, living painting. She takes Ange for a walk. The air is fresh, clean, full of oxygen. It feels like a detox for her lungs. And now, the real reason for morning walks. To earn breakfast. She's hungry, starving, and she doesn't mess around. No toast, no cereal. She makes Korean barbecue. Bulgogi. She puts a cast iron grill on the stove. She lays down the marinated beef, thin slices, perfectly flavored. Sizzle, smoke. The smell is intoxicating. It fills the morning air. The meat browns. The edges crisp. She flips it. She watches it cook. She can't wait. She takes a bite. Hot, juicy, sweet and salty. In the middle of nowhere, eating barbecue for breakfast. This is living like royalty. She eats, and eats, and eats. She smiles, This was worth it. All the rain, all the mud, all the struggle. This one meal made it all worth it. She packs up. Everything goes back in the car. No trash left behind. The campsite is clean. Just like she found it, the trip is over. Looking back, that first day was brutal. The storm, the mud, the impossible tent. But now, it's just a memory, a story, and peace remains. Quiet, deep, satisfying. Why do people do this? Why suffer in the rain when you could stay home? For those who know, it's not suffering, it's healing. The modern world wraps us in rules, deadlines, comparisons, anxiety. We forget how to be alone with ourselves. Nature forces us to slow down, to focus on real things. A tent pole, a hot meal, a sudden storm. It gives us permission to stop, to breathe. This girl used her body to build a shelter. With her own hands, sweat, tears, determination. She created a space where nothing could reach her, where the world's noise disappeared, if only for a moment. Thank you to her and Ange for sharing this wild, rainy adventure. Through the screen, we feel it too. And if you're tired, stressed, moving too fast, take a break, even just by a window. Listen to the rain, breathe. Now, if you made it this far, congratulations. You've just survived a storm, a tent battle, a dog with separation anxiety, a barbecue breakfast, and a lot of rain, all from your couch. If you enjoyed this wild ride, she'd be thrilled, and maybe confused that you enjoyed her suffering. Hit that like button if you want more storm survival. Subscribe if you want to follow her next adventure. Ring the bell if you want to see her forget a crucial piece of gear again. She can't promise good weather. She can't promise an easy setup. But she can promise great food and a lot of drama. And honestly, that's why we're here. So thank you for watching. Stay dry, stay warm. And if you see a storm coming, maybe pack a tent. Just saying. See you next time.